Jerry. Magic and Pelinka want the credit. Bring in Jerry West. Try. If you can't, you can't, but try.
Yeah, the Lakers, I was told, had an opportunity to bring in Jerry West.
They did.
And they passed. It's amazing.
Other guys want to shine.
Now, let's address something. This could get very uncomfortable for both you and Joy. So last night, Oklahoma City loses at home to Miami.
Without Westbrook. He didn't play. Of course they lost.
Okay. Why didn't he play?
Look, I'm going to say this to you. I've told you he is going to be an icon.
Oh, really?
25 years from now, he will be iconic. He's like Allen Iverson.
Oh, great.
And I'm going to admit, he's never going to win a championship.
By the way.
But you know what? That just puts him in the class of Iverson, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, and Stockton. That's all right.
Oh, great class.
That's a great class.
It's the second class.
Well, that's what that's what he's going to be. That's what he is. His game is tremendous. He's a ball of energy. He's going to put up great numbers. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And like I said, iconic, but he's not going to win you a championship.
The Nike swoosh is iconic, but if the stock plummets 28 points tomorrow, I'm an investor. I'm selling my stock. What does iconic mean? This is not Slam Magazine. This is a show of national relevance.
You have a problem with Allen Iverson's legacy?
We don't talk about Iverson. Didn't win any titles. We talk about Shaq.
Allen Iverson is
iconic.
Pistol Pete Maravich is iconic.
And
he
gets
wasn't
me
as
what?
good as Westbrook.
That and the 350 gets me a coffee at Starbucks.
He is a crucial part,
of
Allen
what?
Iverson, of basketball culture.
Right. You cannot tell the story of basketball without Allen Iverson. And guess what? You cannot tell the story of basketball without Russell Westbrook. You cannot. He's averaged a triple-double for 3 straight years. Nobody else in the history has done that.
I'll tell you the story of basketball. Naismith, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, LeBron, Michael, Magic, Seacrest out. I just told the story.
Please.
I just told the story of basketball.
You cannot tell the story of basketball without Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry.
All right.
I know it doesn't go with your narrative, but it's true.
My narrative is almost always right. Okay, let's shift to this. I was joking with Joy that Steve Kerr press conferences this year, there's only 2 kinds. There's the everybody's happy here, Kevin Durant rumor's not true. And the second one is him lamenting they didn't come to play. This is, and I love the NBA, but March Madness, for all of college basketball's problems, gives me urgency. Duke is significantly better than every team. But if Zion gets in foul trouble, and Duke's not a great shooting team, season over. I got to watch that.
Right.
The NBA having a 7-game first and second round playoff series. I think Steve Kerr is seeing, I think he knows that this is why going forward it's tough. It's impossible to get these guys, and I'm not banging on Kevin Durant. Duke has 4 NBA guys. If Zion gets in foul trouble, they're in trouble because they can't shoot. They need interior points. There's no urgency, and I think this is my only downside to dynasties, is that you can sense, it's palpable, the disinterest with the Warriors. I don't think they're in any trouble at all. Do you?
No, they're still the heavy favorite. Houston is dangerous, but they're the heavy favorite. And let me say quickly before I answer your question, you said Houston will meet Oklahoma City right now in the first round.
And they'd crush them.
Russell Westbrook gives Chris Paul problems. Now, the question is, how big of a role does Paul have to play for them to win? Because Westbrook's athleticism wears Paul out and gets him out of sorts.
You know who matches up poorly? You know who Westbrook matches up poorly with? His personality. I think Westbrook's battle is with Westbrook. I don't think it's with an opponent.
Well, I'm just saying that would be an interesting series. I would pick Houston, but that'd be an interesting series. But to get to your point, look, there's a reason that there are only 3 teams in NBA history, or in the last 52 years, have won 3 straight, have three-peated. 2, and you could even say it's 2 teams. Jordan did it twice, and Shaq and Kobe.
That's it.
Because it's hard. You get bored. Once you've won 2 straight, the third one, it's all about May and June, and you're just trying to get through the 82 games without getting hurt. And Jordan's last 2 three-peats, the last year of each three-peat, his regular season record was the worst of the trio in both times.
Good call.
That's what you're saying is absolutely right. And I'll tell you this, too. Kevin Durant, again, everybody in the league thinks he's out of there.
Right.
He's in New York, or if not the Clippers. The Warriors are not going away when Kevin Durant leaves.
Thank
They're
you.
still now. The league will be better because now it'll be a
Right.
few
But
teams
the
on the same level.
Warriors?
The Warriors will. If Draymond can still be a good player, they're gonna be right there with everybody else.
How do we know that if KD left, they wouldn't move off Draymond and go get another really high-end player?
If they, I don't. It's hard to get that type of playmaker who also defends. Who does all the little things that Draymond does. And Draymond and Steph are really close. Steph knows what Draymond brings to the team, even though they're different personalities. But I'm telling you what, Golden State is going to be just fine. They're going to have a great chance to win it, even without
Owner,
KD.
GM, coach, star.
And remember how good the numbers even still show that they're great without Durant.
Yeah.
They beat Houston and OKC without Durant.
Good stuff. Chris Broussard, I love arguing. I love being right.
Westbrook. Give him some love.
I'm just not, icon means nothing to me. I'm not a big icon guy. I like winning. I'm sorry I'm old school. I like winning.
Would you rather be Russell Westbrook or Robert Horry?
Robert Horry.
Really?
Let me think about that. Give me a better
Charles
example.
Barkley or Robert Horry?
Charles Barkley.
Okay, Barkley's iconic.
No, Barkley's great. Barkley's a great
He was a great player, but as a player, whose career would you rather have? I can give you several names: Allen Iverson or Robert Horry. Robert Horry's got
Stop
7
giving
rings.
me Robert
I'm giving
Horry.
you icons.
You're like saying, would you
Okay.
rather drive a Lamborghini or a Volkswagen
How about
Bug?
Mike Miller? Mike Miller won rings with LeBron.
Terrible example.
Who? Okay, a decent player who won rings.
You're literally saying.
Didn't Bogut get a ring? Did he get a ring with the Warriors?
Okay, so give me.
Bogut was pretty good.
How about this? What'd you say? Manu, Ginobili, or Russ?
What? Ginobili's a Hall of Famer.
Borderline.
Great individually and team-wise.
He gave me Robert Horry.
He has 7 rings.
Yeah, but he's not a.
Some people think, I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame, but some people think. Steve Kerr, how about that? Not the coach.
Okay.
Would you rather have the playing career of Allen Iverson or Steve Kerr?
Well, you can't say I want the whole thing. I want Steve Kerr's life. GM, broadcaster.
But we're not talking about that. We're just talking about players.
I'm always talking about life.
How about how about Paxson? John Paxson.
Oh, that's
who
a
hit
cruddy one.
He hit a
shot.
big final shot. You're making my point. Russell Westbrook, you would rather be Russell Westbrook than a role player who won a bunch of rings.
You're giving me, would you rather be the iPhone or an old marker?
No,
that's not fair.
What we're arguing, what we are arguing is that
Okay, what's that
someone
one?
like Allen Iverson had an incredible influence on the culture
Influence.
and the history of basketball.
Overstated.
No, it's not.
I like winning.
That's why you don't.
But then you don't.
That's why I said, would you rather be Horry, Kerr, Paxson, B.J. Armstrong,
I mean, Barkley is
or
the best
Iverson,
example of that.
Barkley, Westbrook?
I would be very proud to be Charles Barkley. I would love to be Charles.
Just
No
the
one's
player,
arguing
not
that,
the
but-
broadcaster, just the player.
Hell, I think yes. That one I
I don't
like.
know if Westbrook's going to get as much love as Barkley in terms of their playing careers.
All I'm
not
saying
more.
is that you're into this iconic stuff.
Yes.
Barkley's not iconic. Barkley was just a great player and a great... Like Westbrook's iconic to a stat sheet, a triple-double. Barkley is a personality, a flair, a legend.
Westbrook is a constant motor. He's a nonstop player. He's exciting to watch.
He's
he
a
has energy. He
fashionista.
has personality. It
He
matters.
Fans, he's getting into it. He's an icon.
It means
You
so...
don't like that word.
I don't like it.
But it's a great word. Say it with me.
You know, most
Icon.
icons are icons because they got trophies. Not some,
You got to appreciate the culture.
Fuzzy.
When you think of Oscar Robertson, do you think of the one championship he won or the fact that he averaged a triple-double?
I
for a season?
don't ever think of Oscar Robertson.
When somebody brings up the name, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? He averaged a triple-double for a season.
It's just the big O. I don't think anything with Oscar. Nothing against the guy. I just don't. Dr. J.
Now, he
I
won the
think of-
championship, but Dr. J was an icon.
Yeah, but I think of his titles.
Even without the title. He only won one in the NBA. Even without that title, he was an icon.
I see Dr. J as a winner, not a dunk guy. I saw him as not iconic dunk guy. I see him as a winner. I like winners. Well, if you want to support stats, like one of us on this show is about winners.
Triple-double.
Back in a second, the herd.